as we head into the holiday week, lots of folks heading to the movie theaters, and here with his take on a couple of big films, our very own Lights Camera Jackson.
Hi, happy holidays to everybody. I think there are more quality films being released at the end of this year than any other in recent memory, and here are two more. We're going to start off today with Les Miserables, director Tom Hooper's daring big screen adaptation of one of the most popular Broadway shows of all time. And it's daring because for the first time in the history of movie musicals, the actors are actually singing their lines and the songs live, as opposed to lip-syncing to previously recorded audio tracks. If you're not familiar with the story, it's set in 19th century France following the French Revolution. Jean Valjean, played by Hugh Jackman, is getting out of prison after a long sentence. But Valjean is a good man who vows to make a new life for himself. But the evil inspector, a singing Russell Crowe, believes Valjean is a lifetime criminal and makes it his life's goal to put him back into prison, especially after Valjean breaks his parole and goes on the run. The story follows Valjean for the next several years as he encounters other key characters, including a dying prostitute Fantine, Anne Hathaway's Remarkable, and later her daughter Cosette, who he promises to take care of, a pivotal decision that will impact their lives and many others.
Now, Jackson, this is a musical, plenty of familiar songs, a lot of favorites for some people.
Right.
Cast is asked to do a lot here.
Yeah.
Do they get it done?
Yes, absolutely, both with the singing and the acting. And you should know going in that this is an adaptation of the Broadway musical and not the Victor Hugo novel that the musical was based on. And the cast, with Hooper's guidance, elevates the stage play into a movie event. Even Russell Crowe holds his own with the singing while missing a few of the high notes. One other thing you should know, practically every word in the film is sung. There's really no regular dialogue, which bothered me a little bit, but you get used to it.
Some Broadway musicals have worked as movies, others have not.
Right.
Does Les Mis have all the other elements to be a successful film?
Absolutely. There's drama, suspense, memorable characters, fantastic performances. Really like Hugh Jackman here. Anne Hathaway could win the Oscar. There are some twists and a little comic relief. It is over 2.5 hours long, but practically every big movie up for awards consideration this year is a little long, and it does pack a bit of an emotional punch, though I wasn't completely won over.
All right, Jackson, what's the grade?
On the official LCJ report card, Les Miserables gets a B+. It has the most advanced ticket sales of any Christmas Day release ever. So if you're planning on seeing this movie on Christmas week, you should get your tickets today.
Oh, a lot of interest in that movie.
Yes.
A lot of interest in another movie that we're going to talk about. Very different, but getting a lot of buzz.
Yes.
Zero Dark 30, otherwise known as the Osama bin Laden movie.
Absolutely. Zero Dark 30 is director Kathryn Bigelow's follow-up to her Oscar-winning The Hurt Locker 3 years ago. It chronicles the 10-year hunt for bin Laden following 9/11. There are no twists or turns, no subplots or extra characters. This is a straightforward, fictionalized account of the real-life events, beginning with the World Trade Center attacks, which we hear but do not see, one of the many interesting decisions by Bigelow, to the daring raid by Navy SEALs on bin Laden's compound on May 1st, 2011, that ended the killing of the Al-Qaeda leader. Jessica Chastain stars as Maya. She was recruited to join the CIA right out of high school. In 2003, 2 years after the 9/11 attacks, she's assigned by Washington to go to Pakistan with one job: lead the mission to find and kill bin Laden. Obviously, it won't be easy. Maya and her team go through the next several years interrogating prisoners, following leads, and chasing down clues, all while other deadly attacks are taking place throughout the world. Bigelow uses Maya as the centerpiece for what at times feels like a true-life documentary of these events.
Now, for a movie to be made so soon after these events happened, was there a rush in production? Any evidence of that?
No, I don't think so. The screenplay by Mark Boal is impressive. It pulls us inside this operation, and he does it by being very light on dialogue, which is great here. And Bigelow is proving that she's one of the most talented directors we have today. This may be the most impressive looking based on a true story film ever made, especially the final sequence with the SEALs storming the bin Laden compound. It's a very impressive film and incredible filmmaking.
Certainly something that people might want to see depicted. Again, you said based on a true story. We know how it ends.
Right.
Enough here to attract moviegoers?
Yeah, if you're not a fan of documentary-style films this way, you could probably stay away from this. There's a lot of on-screen location date info, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's kind of necessary for this film. A few times you know when something bad's going to happen, so it eliminates some of the suspense. But just as with Argo, the script and the performances are so good that you forget you know how it's going to end. Chastain may be the favorite to win all the Best Best Actress awards now. It's also a great ensemble cast. Kyle Chandler, James Gandolfini, Jason Clarke, Mark Strong. It's brutal and violent, and it's also over 2.5 hours long, but again, very, very impressive.
All right, Jackson, what's the grade?
On the official LCJ report card, Zero Dark 30 gets a B+. It's in select theaters right now, but it opens nationwide on January 11th.
Looking forward to that. Okay, what are we going to look at next week?
Next week, find out if either of these films makes my list of the 10 best movies of 2012. Always enjoy doing those segments.
Oh, we always look forward to that, Jackson.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
being here.
Thank
As
you.
you guys know, there's a lot of movies out right now.
Yes.
Jackson's seen them all. So you can catch his reviews here every weekend, also on YNN On Demand. And if you miss him there, well, you could just head to his website. That's lights-camera-jackson.com.